Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from artorai.com. I apologise for the lighting in here. I'm filming this on a night again and I only have my ring light above my camera. So apologies for that. If you need a card that is quick and easy and very effective, then this is a great idea. It's not my idea. I'll see if I can find the link to the video where I first saw this and I'll leave it in the description for you. So the beauty about this is that once everything's cut, you have enough for 2 cards just out of one panel. Perhaps you've made a lot of backgrounds and you don't know what to do with them. So this one has a black background, but you could use anything that you like. Perhaps you want to get rid of those fussy papers that you don't really know what to do with. They're a little bit busy, the pattern's too big for you, or whatever the reason. Or perhaps you just want to knock something up because you've forgotten somebody's event and you just want something quick and easy, but that looks nice. Not so much this one, this was a practice. But what you need basically is some kind of symmetrical die. So for these other cards, I've used some round ones and some square ones. I'm going to use a square one again, but this time I'm going to make it into a diamond shape to see what happens there. So first of all, these two are both the same size. They are 4 by 5¼ You don't have to have them the same size. You can have as many mats and layers as you want, depending on the look that you're after. So the reason I chose 4 inches for the top layer is because it's easier to score halfway, which is what you have to do. So we need to find the halfway point, which in this case is 2 inches, and score it. You are going to need this score line as we make this card, so yes, it is essential. Apart from anything else, the score line is ideal for lining up your dies. I don't know if you can see that. Because I want a diamond, it's easy to line this up to get it straight, because you just need to put the top and the bottom onto that score line there, and you can have this any way you like. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to have it more towards the top, but you can measure it and get it exactly in the middle if you like. And you can use, like I said, you can use any symmetrical die. So you could, if you have a heart or a star, you could use that as well. You could use a hexagon, you could use ovals, you can just use whatever dies that you have, as long as they're symmetrical. Right, I'm just going to stick that down so it doesn't move. And there, that has cut through. And you're going to use all of these parts. Sorry, you are going to use both of these parts. So next, take out your favourite trimmer, whatever that may be, and you can see now why we need these score lines, because we're going to cut both of these pieces in half down the score line. I'm sorry if you can't see it, I can barely see it myself in this light. There's one. Right, so now we have enough pieces for 2 cards. So there's no waste in this, which I think is really great. So it depends on which one you want to do first. And if it's directional paper, make sure that it is the right way up when you cut it. Because this is the same length, there's going to be no border, but of course you can have a border if you want. In fact I think I will cut a border out of this one, just to be different. It's very easy to do because the card is longer at the bottom. I can cut a little bit off there, and it's not going to make any difference. It's just going to give it a little bit of a border like that. Yeah, I quite like that. So I'm going to stick this on. I have cut it a little bit cockeyed because I couldn't see where I was cutting because of the light. But we shall work with it. Just try and get it the same on all three sides if you can, but like I say, I haven't cut it straight. And then what we're going to do is take this and put it on there like that. Now you can decorate this topper any way you like, of course. You can put sentiments on, you can put your ribbons, you can put your bling, you can do anything you like with it. If you're going to heat emboss anything on the panel, do it now before you affix it to the card. That's a mistake I made with one of mine and the card warped a little bit. So I'm going to heat emboss a little sentiment on there. Right, this is the bit I usually forget to do, but I've remembered this time. Hurrah! You need to put the powder over anywhere that's going to be embossed, just to stop a powder from sticking to the parts you don't want it. Do not forget to clean your stamps after you've finished with the embossing ink, or you will regret it. That is the best heat tool I've ever used. It does not take long at all, literally seconds. So there's the topper. I should have had a card base cut for this, but I didn't, so I'm just going to do that now. For crying out. I'm using 300 GSM cardstock. Now I always, well, usually cut my cards, my card bases, to the American A2 size, for the simple reason that I do not like making envelopes. It's the one thing about crafting that I find really tedious. But I do have an A2 envelope die which cuts out 2 at a time, so that saves me a lot of work. It's just easier, and it's not that much smaller than the English version. Right, my trimmer needs a new blade. I don't know if you can see all those little fluffy bits sticking off. So what I do is just get a nail file and just gently file them off like that. It's not a perfect solution, but I think most people won't notice it. That's better. Okay, so there's my card base. I mean, you can stick that up on with foam if you like, give it a bit of dimension. But if you're thinking about sending these cards through the post, then you might not want that extra dimension. You might just want to put it on just like as it is. Very difficult to see in this light. I'm just hoping that it's on straight. Also, when you stick it down like that, then, and if it has buckled with the heat, then it usually helps it to lay flat as well. So there you go. Then you can just add whatever you like. You can just add your bling. You'd add any decorations that you like. You could add a ribbon up there. That would be quite cute. Should I add some bling? Yeah. Or will it be too much? Let me see what I have. Everything in this very organised folder. Yeah, I don't think I have any gold, but what I do have, some of these that I cut for a video the other day. I could see what these look like. So there we go. That was quick and easy, and it looks really nice. And as I say, you can get rid of all of your busy papers. You can get rid of any backgrounds that you've made and you don't know what to do with, because even if you've made a really busy, overpowering, what you think's overpowering background, once it's cut up, it's not going to be like that. You know, it's going to be offset with the black or the white. So I'll bring in the others. So that one was another black layered background. This one was just, it's quite flat. You know, there's only really the bling that I've put on there, the gems, that's given it any dimension, and that will still fit into a normal envelope. And there's another one there with just a white background. That's quite flat as well, with just a few gems on. So that's it. That's how easy it is. And as I say, you do get enough for 2 cards, so you can make them. You can make a box set very easily, very quickly, to sell, to gift, to use yourself, you know, whatever. So I hope that's been helpful. I will try and find that video where I got this idea, because she does give some absolutely beautiful examples of what you can do with these. She's made some gorgeous cards out of them. So, but you don't have to just look at your stock. Just look to see what you have. Look at the papers that you thought you were never going to use. Look at all the layering dies that you have, all the symmetrical dies. You could, like I said before, you could have a big heart that you want to use or something like that. Just have a look around, see what you have, and you'll be surprised at how fast these are to put together. So I hope this has been helpful. If it has, I would really appreciate your subscription. I would love if you could comment, like, subscribe, share. That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye bye now.